In this video, the template that I want to introduce is the Autopilot Annotation template and is widely used to label data for self-driving. A lot of our client companies have successfully prepared image data using this template to improve their neural nets powering autopilot features. Let's look at this template. Here we can see that the first layer of the workflow is going to draw bounding boxes around the objects that we want to detect. If the images are correctly labeled, for example, if you can consistently recognize a speed sign and label it, you can feed a bunch of different images of different speed signs to a computer vision neural net, so it can learn to recognize the surroundings. So this layer is detecting pedestrians, construction vehicles, road indicators, moving and static objects. And depending on your choice, you can delete, add, or modify the objects just by clicking on each task. For example, let's say I want to detect bikes instead of construction vehicles. I can just click on this bounding box task, and you can see the editing section showing up on the right column. I can then change the object to bikes. If I want to add other objects, I can do so by clicking the title box Autopilot Annotation, then click the bounding box option on the left. Now the new task shows up and I can again click and add it. And if I don't want this anymore, I can click Delete. For the second layer, is doing a classification to mark if the object is occluded or not. There are only two choices here, yes and no. If you want to be more specific, you can click on the classification and edit the choices here. For instance, I can add a third choice here and change the options to no occlusion, which means it's fully visible, less than 50% occluded, and more than 50% occluded. But for now, let's go back to the original setting. So this is the Autopilot Annotation template, and the output you get will be the coordinates of the bounding box for different objects along with the label and the occlusion status.